What's up, YouTube? It's youtube.com/jpinna5 coming at you with another Cartoon Cyborg Streamlapse. In this episode, I'm animating a very complicated Peacock character. He's a psychic peacock, and he is going to be sitting and anticipating the sandwich fall like everyone else in the scene, and then when the sandwich falls, he's just going to be clapping and moving his head around like a bird and squawking and looking crazy. So at the beginning of this scene, I started out by just drawing the first pose with his head looking to the left, and the second pose with his arms kind of moved in a different direction and his head looking into a different direction. And I literally just drew what was in between each frame for the entire duration of that anticipation. So for this entire first part of the video, I'm basically just trying to in between this character, which is sort of simple, but this is literally the most monotonous character in this scene because there's just a shitload of feathers and it's just hard to keep everything intact, and that's kind of why I made him so hard to draw, was because I just wanted to see if I could keep everything in proportion and in the right spot while it was moving around. I thought that would be a really good challenge for me. So when I animated his body movements, I kind of tried to make it arc a little bit, and that's something I try to do always when I'm animating something, because when you draw something that doesn't have an arc to it, it looks kind of unnatural, I notice. With the top feathers on his head, I drew every other feather and then just drew a little loop, so that's how I got those to stay consistent. And I started with the outside and the inside feathers, which helped keep it consistent too. That shirt I'm wearing is actually the band that's playing right now, and that's my friend Harry's band, Blunt. It's a badass band. They throw really cool fucking, I don't know the word for it, gigs. Throw really cool gigs, and there's a lot of mosh pits and real cool scene there. So I'd go check him out on their band camp, I think. Anywho, I'm about to start getting into the actual clapping frames with this character, the celebrating frames. So it's about to start getting a little more complicated. So I started out with just having his arms and his head lead the action. So his hands, his little lobster claw hands, they're gonna be clapping in straight ahead. So they're not. I think sometimes I drew the actual clap, but mainly the hands are like spinning around and stuff, so they're mainly straight ahead. And the head, I drew a few different poses. Like I drew the mouth open, and I drew the head to the other side. So I kind of tried to make the head move around a lot, because I was really trying to challenge myself with the top feathers and how complicated those frames were. So I don't know. I just wanted to draw a lot on this character for some reason. And I really like this frame with his mouth open. He's looking straight at you. But anyways, let me answer some questions. Simon Fransons asks, do you ever fuck up straight ahead animation, or does it come naturally? I only do pose to pose. Any tips for more flowing, natural animation style? Yeah, man, I fuck up straight ahead animation on a regular basis. And also, I would say tips for not fucking up is just redraw it. Don't care too much about the frames that you're drawing, because there's so many of them. I mean, I would just be satisfied with the line quality you're getting until you're getting better line quality. Kind of get to a point where you're drawing quickly. And with straight ahead animation, I would say focus on keeping those arcs going, and focus on, like, if you're doing straight ahead, trace something that matters, and try to keep it the same size, and you can redraw the frame and rotate it just a little bit if you want. but proportions, if you're trying to keep the proportions, I guess just trace the thing just for size. Nizo Puchalas Lewis asks, what inspired you to make Royal Rumble? This old forum I used to go to called Joined Artists had animation battles, and I just wanted to make another one of those. I don't think I've got time to answer the rest of that question, so I will maybe answer it next stream. I don't know. I think that's basically the only question. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I'm doing these things, because that's where I post that stuff. And yep, that's it. Because dick butt.